Wagwan viewers and subscribers, how you guys doing, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Fire Feeling Clips TV. It's your boy Fire Feelings in the building. Hope you guys having a fantastic weekend. Yo, we're going to tap on some topics quick and fast. We're not going to hold you up too long. I know I've been away for a few days, had some stuff to deal with, but nevertheless, man, we back in the building like we promised you. Videos every day. You know how the code go already. Like I said, if it's your first time over here, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on all so you'll be notified when we drop a new video or if we go live. You know the code, all right? So definitely we're going to jump into some news bulletin. Definitely somebody lost their life on the Barrett Jagdeo Bridge. Definitely. And you guys know what's going on. Couple well persons got injured. 7 car got damage. Yo, it's crazy right now. And what is surprising to me is that the bridge just built. You know what I mean? We know Guyana got enough wild loads, but the bridge, y'all ain't got time with your wildness. Y'all is scrape. No, condolence goes out to the family members for your loss. But viewers and subscribers, this is crazy. Imagine a year just start. Let's jump into this here and see what's up. Let's get this.
One man is dead, another is in a critical condition following a traffic accident on the Barrett Jagdeo Demerara Harbour Bridge on Thursday morning. The dead man has been identified as Scott Dawart of Grove East Bank, Demerara. The injured man was rushed to the hospital, where he remains in a critical condition. Police said the accident involved a truck laden with cement, which was traveling towards the western side of the bridge when it reportedly encountered mechanical problems. Preliminary reports indicate that the truck rolled down the bridge, striking several vehicles in its path. Dawart's father was overcome with emotion upon arriving at the scene and seeing his son's lifeless body.
I heard home that my son was being hit by some truck. And I didn't know my son died. I didn't know what my son faced. What did they trigger my son? Did they trigger my baby? My only son. Oh,
Where is he
my
from,
only son.
Daddy?
My only son. Oh, God. Oh, my only baby. Oh, my only baby. Oh, my only baby.
Jano, Jaja knows. Jaja alone knows. I tell your papa, no, your only son, the rough, the real rough.
Baby, do everything. Baby, find me medication for me, everything, baby. I don't want to take my baby. It's my last son, it's my baby, my last child, my last baby. Oh, my baby.
What's his name?
Traffic Chief Major Singh told reporters that 6 vehicles were involved in the accident. Several of those vehicles sustained significant damage.
From the preliminary information we have obtained and recollection of eyewitnesses, they saw the motor lorry proceeding west on the southern carriageway of the bridge, and it was laden with cement bound for destination in Region 3. For whatever issues relating to maintenance of the lorry, because from like a recollection person are saying they saw that the drivers was attempting, based on his actions now, to apply brakes, and nothing seemed to be working. So the vehicle continued to recede along the bridge, heading backwards in an eastern direction. Naturally, all the vehicles which were proceeding in the western direction and in front or in its path were impacted. And I think the first one that he collided with would have been the motor car, where that person who is now dead was the sole occupant and the driver at the time. So what we have before us here is something of a magnitude which we would still want to say should be happening on our roadways, because we have vastness and at the same time it's not peak traffic, so you don't expect this to be arising. The other aspect of it is that we have a driver in custody, wherefore an investigation would be conducted thoroughly to ascertain a few things. Very importantly, a licensed certifying officer will be examining this motor lorry to prove a few things, and it has to do with maintenance, it has to do with upkeep. The other aspect is that the driver's, his licenses would be examined in keeping with procedures that we have. Checks would be made at the Guyana Revenue Authority
Big
to
up the
ascertain
chief.
whether he has the class of license to be.
Big up the chief. I love that, you know what I mean? I love how you're singing, you know what I mean? Real talk. Because if this Larry going around working, and there's the thing what I'm saying is like you got vehicles that is gonna doing multiple jobs, like jobs upon jobs. They're on the road every day, every week. This is it. Job. Basically, you got to be checking these vehicles at least 2-3 times a month. I telling you, especially the vehicles them that is traveling fetching these heavy cement bag, heavy blocks, steels, and so forth. These things could kill people. You know what I mean? You got to be checking your stuff and also looking at the truck alone. You know what I mean? The truck ain't got nothing side of it, nothing. It's like these guys is just driving wild. Like, no man. You need to pull yourself up, bro.
Driving this particular vehicle on the roadway. All of this would be factored in an investigation where a file will be completed and sent for advice.
Officer in charge of traffic for Regional Division 4B, Michael Ramdas, said when he and his traffic ranks arrived at the scene, the truck driver told them that he experienced mechanical difficulties before losing control of the vehicle.
He claimed that he developed mechanical problem as he was climbing the ice span, and the truck started to reverse and went out of control.
No, I could understand. I'm very understandable with that. Because remember, the truck's supposed to get weigh to see how much ton it got if it could manage on the bridge, because that's how it goes with the bridge. The first bridge, same thing with this New Brown bridge here. Now, it way comfortable and went along, but what happened is the slope, why it was going up, is too much of weight. It mightn't show on the scale that the bridge have, but when it reached for going up there, I know what's going on. Cause driving my car, and Atlanta is a place that got enough hill. We's going up, next thing you know, we're going down. You know, this is how we road stay. So I know what's going on. When I going up, you gotta press more gas to go up. Cause when you're going up and you take you off of the accelerator, you see it start slowing down. Cause it going up. A carrying bill for those going up all the time. It's flat. Vehicle, that's it. So obviously if a vehicle got whole heap of weight and it going up there, the transmission obviously is going to flip because it can't sustain or hold the amount of weight on this. It could hold the weight anywhere else, but when it going up a hill, you see going up like a hill, going up anything, there's really problem there.
We're at the initial stage of the investigation, and as the information comes in, we'll keep updating as much as possible.
The truck driver has since been taken into police custody as investigations continue.
Well, as we heard there, man, it's crazy. You know, and once again, I want to say condolence to the family members. Rest in peace, rest in peace, young man. There's all the thing. Well, I just vex, and I said I'm studying to myself, art is a fun. Even if you see this thing coming, because I don't know if he's the first person who was hit with the impact of the truck. But if you see this truck coming, you know you can't go back. You can't, them had no way you could have drive out, even though he hit this next side instead of your side. I could see the young man pinned in the car. So like he hit on the driver's side and pinning Keely there. You know what I mean? You ain't had no way if you swerve out or nothing. You just see the truck coming, you're pressing beep, 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 beep. I'm saying it's a young man far, but I'm asking, what kind of procedure do you take when you see something like that? You gotta try to move or jump out the seat, jump over the next seat, some. Yeah, we know you could still die, but I think you would stand a little chance in a situation like that. We're not talking about when a vehicle start flipping. We're talking about seeing something backing coming to you. And you look left, right, you know you can't go nowhere. What's the next move? That's all. We gotta practice certain things like that. But at the end of the day, who do you think we have to blame for this tragic accident that happened on the Barry Jack Dio Bridge? Do we blame the government or do we blame the truck driver? Because obviously, like I said, you should be doing temporarily checks on your vehicle, especially if it's a vehicle that's working on the road every week, every year. It should be checked up at least 2-3 times a month to make sure everything is good. But you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Once again, who should we blame? The government or the truck driver? This next video here is a big man speaking upon those persons who may be blaming the government. And I know why they might be doing that. Viewers and subscribers, take a look at this.
Morning Facebook, morning TikTok. This is Just Saying part 50. Now listen. They just had an accident on the new bridge over the Demerara River. The truck driver, I watched the video and I listened with my own ears and I looked with my own eyes. The truck driver said his gearbox conked out on him and he tried to apply the brakes, do everything to stop, even tried to run up against the barrier to try and slow the truck down, but the steering became really tight and he couldn't do it. Now, that is mechanical failure. That can happen for many, many reasons, which we won't go into. Now, that truck ended up hitting several other vehicles, causing serious injury to a few people. I was able to see two people on the video, one in a car, one laying on the street. Now, we can't blame the government because a truck had mechanical failure. That is nonsense. We can't blame them for that. That can happen in any country, anywhere.
Correct is right.
However, you know, I always look for the one thing that could sum up the whole situation. And I watched that video for a long time, for over 15 minutes. And I saw a woman lying on the street. Eventually, a guy came and was holding an umbrella over her head. That woman was laying there for a long, long time. No, I saw a flatbed truck, which is like a crash truck, came on the scene to move the vehicles that were damaged, obviously. But you got a human being stuck in a car and a human being laying on the floor, on the street, and nobody came for them. Nobody came for them. Now listen, I'll say it again. You can't blame the government for mechanical failure, but here what we could blame the government for. Having people injured, laying there for all that time. And with all this progress and fastest growing economy, we ain't got an ambulance to come and pick these people up. I saw an ambulance come to the scene. But then someone said on the video, apparently there was another accident at the other end of the bridge. And the ambulance was summoned and it left those people laying there.
Wait a minute. The ambulance was summoned for a crash that was at the end of the bridge. When them man roll up, you understand? When them man roll up, them get a next call that somebody die on the bridge, move forward, so them man turn to see the guy now. Nah. Yeah, I got to hold on, we got beat. We got beat. That's crazy. So you try to tell me this hospital doesn't have enough ambulance to cater for these things? One ambulance alone, bro? Wow.
Now you know what you're not going to hear? Here is what you're not going to hear. Nobody will get fired. Nobody will get sanctioned. No government minister with responsibility for these public services will be called to answer. You will not hear that. Meanwhile, on social media as usual, and I am ashamed to say this about my countrymen, everybody going off, well, not everybody, but quite a few people going off, making remarks that got nothing to do with what happened. This is the kind of country we got. This is the kind of place you want to be living in. I mean, look at, we got all kind of stadium and casino, and Guyana want to be like America so bad with the vehicles and the this and the that. You know what? In America, if a car hits you, in 3 minutes flat, ambulance, fire, police, everybody turn up. Everybody turn up. So if you want to be like America, you can't do this.
Correct is right.
Now,
Correct is right.
this thing really, really hurt my heart. It hurt my heart to see a human being laying on the street so long, obviously seriously injured, and no help. And people are becoming numb to these things. You know why I'm saying that? Look at the people on the scene with their phones, the police with his radio, everybody just walking by this woman like she's just a piece of meat. Just walking by, conducting their business. Nobody's even stopping to say, well, are you okay? You're making it? Hold on, they're going to come just now. No, nothing. They're just walking by like if the guy in the car saying, nobody is there trying to even comfort them. You can't offer assistance, but comfort them. We know it might not be the best thing to move someone.
Uncle talking it facts. Facts, Uncle talking. And that's what I'm saying. A word. Them say word got molding powers. And when them say word got molding powers, it means good and bad, negative and positive. You does same, mama, you okay? Mom, you all right? We coming, especially the officers, them without, they're like, are you okay? Just hold on, we're going to come. Just wait a minute. You could give a person reassurance. You could give somebody hope that something happening and for them, and everybody just passing up and down with their phone and he there on the walkie-talkie. Yeah, we got to tell somebody something. You know what I mean? Somebody.
When they injured on the street like that, if you don't know what you're doing, we all know that. I hope so. But come on, at least comfort them. When the guy went with the umbrella and put it over her head, I said, at least there's a humanitarian on the scene. Because I know the sun in Guyana is hot as hell. But come on, man. Come on. This is unacceptable. And yet, no matter what happens, people will not open their eyes and realize that we're being led by a bunch of lunatics, a bunch of fools. We are being led by them. Come on now. I'm just saying.
Big up yourself, uncle, because you know what you're saying and you're saying the right thing. I'm telling you, big up yourself, no joke. Because it's real heart-rending. And nothing wrong if Guyana want to be like America or any first world country out there. I would like to see my country upgrade. Because I'm tired here in third world tour. We're not no third world right now. We're in the millennium. We're millennium world. About that. You know? But nothing wrong with that. But you got to put things in place. These hospitals got to get more ambulance. Because if no ambulance roll up on an accident that happened at the end, they can't even help the people them there. They have to leave the people them for go more up for the next accident with the person die. You're supposed to get at least the one ambulance should there, and next ambulance should they head in to the next die, the next incident. You know what I mean? It's what happened. Then we cannot blame the government. Can't do it. We cannot blame the government. That is not the government's fault. Real thing. When them forget leaks, them forget leaks. But I now come out and say this is the government fault. Them man need for check the trucks them more often. No joke. But viewers and subscribers, you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this as we continue.
Hi, good afternoon. So this is it. On my way home, I stopped at the supermarket, right? I had to get some stuff there. So on my way to the cashier, I saw this child on the floor with a snack in his hand, hitting his mommy. I want this. The mommy said, stop it. I'm going to tell your father. Stop it. I'm going to tell your father. And he keep lashing at his mommy with the snack, you know. I want it. I say I want it. Knock down all the snack all the people shelf in the supermarket.
Wait, this happened in Guyana? I know this is happening in America, but this is in Guyana? Nah, man, Guyanese parents getting slack. I could understand in America, in Guyana, nah, parents getting slack.
Market. Mommy? Stop spoiling your child. thinking that you're showing your child love. Right? Stop spoiling your child thinking that you're showing your child love. That is not love. That is disrespectfulness. And in public too. You understand? Now, if I'm taking my children out, I let them know from before we're going out. This is the amount of money I have. When we reach wherever we're going, we will buy according to the money I have.
The crazy, cause me don't gotta tell me children though. This not their business for know how much money I got. Their business is to have manners when we go out. Obviously, when I take my kids out and they need something, I'm gonna buy it for them. Yeah. Cause with the sense I going out with them, when I know that they're gonna ask for things and I'm not buying it for them, then they're gonna cry and skin their face. But for I tell me, children, yo, it's $5,000 I got. Say, when this all I got. To me, no, big up yourself, sweetie. That's your priority. Big up, this your prerogative. There's you children, there's you business. But I even got time for do that. Me children them got to know to have manners. And when I go out and I don't buy whatever for me kids, them, there's it. The only thing is me son is bothering me for toy, because I know them already toy. And when the little sister see or she, if she see we got any mall and we pass something we should like, she going for grab it. We understand. I buy a little tie for them, yeah. But nothing wrong with spoiling your child. Like I said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. They have something named reasoning. When the time you're there home, that's when the time you're supposed to set the record straight with them. Let them know that you're when you see we go up on the road. I don't want y'all guy now, like if y'all don't get nothing or y'all is never see come for see, I do everything what I gotta do for y'all, give y'all what y'all want. So y'all need to get manners as a child. Because them think when I'm in we days, bro, this why saying if this isn't Guyana, Guyana experience getting slack. Getting slack.
If I can't afford anything more, that's it. Right? Stop spoiling these children, thinking that you're showing these children love. And I even holler, stop before I call your father. When I go home, I can tell your father, Mommy? Mommy?
I wish if they could have happened in we days. I wish that, what? I telling you.
Listen. If that was my child, the police would have had to make contact with him to inform him and to let him know that his child is at the ICU receiving treatment. I don't play them game though. Don't tell yourself that you're spoiling these children and you're showing them love. Oh, it's my only daughter or it's my only son. It don't work so. It don't work like that. People might say, don't beat here, don't beat she. Listen, the same mouth that does praise you is the same mouth that curse you. You understand? The same mouth that praise you is the same mouth that somebody can curse you. Don't do it. Stop telling yourself that by spoiling these children, you're showing them love. Or you want to be called the favorite parent. Oh, I love my mommy more than my daddy because my mommy allow me to do what I want, when I want, how I want. It doesn't work like that. You're creating a monster there.
Yep.
If you say no, he or she needs to understand the term no is no. If I don't have it today, I don't have it today. That is it.
And there's it, basically, because obviously if we ain't got it today, we can buy it for you tomorrow if we get money. Most time it is be done. Like a parent might ain't got money at the end of the day for buy with a child one. Because remember, when you use a child, you don't give a fick. Yeah, I telling you, you don't give a fick if you mother making money, if your father got money, if your father got, you don't know, you don't care. We never study what we mother doing or we father doing for get money, but you just want wherever you want. There's how it is go with kids. And you can't, how we can't stop though. You know what I mean? But we could teach them for let it stop.
Don't be spoiling these children thinking that you're showing these children love. Listen. Mothers, especially the mothers. Especially the mothers. Let's train our children the way they should go. So when they are old, they will not depart from it. Right? They will not depart from it. Let's train these children the way they should go. It is not right. And I know persons passing looking at her like, if he was me child, where would I do it if he was me? And poor mommy ain't even able
As a typical Guyanese.
to push herself. Because he got in a state, lick off all the people snack off the shop to be packed in back, and he's still lashing at her. He is still lashing at her. Mothers, stop spoiling your children, thinking that you're showing them love. That is not love. You're creating a monster. And the monster you're creating will come back and haunt you in a couple of years. Why you think children go to school and act how they will act? Blame people children in school because what they're trained, what they work. Most of them, yeah, don't get me wrong. Most of these children, because yeah, spile them at home, so they go to school and practice the same behavior. Bullying persons' children in school for the stuff. And when they get it, they tend to retaliate on it. Listen. Don't spile these children.
Hey, long time in here a Crapo crew, you know? Like what you're hearing in the background there. Long time in here a Crapo. This guy, I know by this door here, here. Yeah, but she know what she's saying though, you know? She know what she's saying. It's does the Crapo catch me in the background when I hear that. I was like, what? She know what she's saying, bro.
Bend the tree now it's young.
Yep.
Get an old army or police belt and drop some lash in the back with it.
You gotta drop it in the back or drop it on the foot. You ain't gotta go to the extent for doing that. Listen to me, licks could be different. You ain't gotta beat your children like though. For brand up your back and all them kind of thing. I telling you? So how you grow your kids, you won't even gotta put hand on them. From them see you face makeup like this, you see them don't know skying by daddy mad. Mommy mad by. Got enough way of a killer choke a dog, them say although not kids is not dog. Okay?
Only can give you one. Only one he got to get. When you see he arch he back and he run, you know well that he feel it and get it right after then. Some person like to say, that's abuse, that's abuse. Listen, are you sure? A lot of us when we were small, licks. You wipe the step. When you leave to go out, if you feel something in the middle of your back, some saucepan or something, or some brick or something in your back, come and get a step wipe.
She's a
Sweep the yard, water them
mother.
plant. Come on, parents,
And she
especially
cool.
mothers. Stop telling yourself spoiling your child is showing the child love. It is not showing the child love. It's only putting you in expense in later days to come.
Well, viewers and subscribers, as you just know her, the young lady with what she's saying. She's a kind of cruel mother though. She got them cruel mentality. She want to show a big yo, I can't take parents who beat them children like that, no. But yo, straight, this is not how Guyanese things is go, bro. Guyanese parents getting slapped. You left them thing for America. When them children hollering and throwing down themselves on the ground. Them thing don't happening, you know. Guyanese parents getting slack. No, sir. Not at all. Them thing could have never happen to we days. But you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this. So viewers and subscribers, how much of you are definitely hating what Donald Trump is doing? How much of you are against it? And then how much of you agree with what Donald Trump is doing? And how much of you are with what Mr. Donald Trump is doing? This next video is going to shock you because a pastor definitely got some words for persons who may be cursing Donald Trump out, calling him all sorts of names. since this whole ICE raid start until people's life is being unalive. You're going to be shocked when you hear what this pastor have to say. Viewers and subscribers, let's get this.
I want to publicly repent for all the stuff that I said about Donald Trump, because after watching this video, I believe this pastor is right.
Don't say anything negative about the president. Just pray for him. Because God is using that man outside your understanding. You can only understand Donald Trump if you read the Old Testament and see how God used prophets to destroy. So guess what? On one side, Donald Trump is doing God's will, while at the same time, he's also producing the very vengeance that's going to cause people to attack us in the future. But it's ordained that way. Okay? They are dancing so much in Nigeria because Donald Trump went over there for one reason and brought it with the United States military. He said, oh, you want to kill Christians? Wonderful. We're going to kill you. And we sent a bunch of military people over there, and they just started knocking down terrorists like you do at the bowling alley. He said, this is return for what you're doing to Christians. So the Nigerians are dancing. Then I woke up this morning and found out that Donald Trump then bombed Venezuela and kidnapped the president and his wife and brought them back to America. I was like, what? Do you realize how crazy this is? Your president said, y'all won't stop with the drugs over here. And I have known for a decade, he gave him a chance. He said, okay, stop. We first gonna start bombing your boats. How many know for the last few weeks our military have been bombing all the boats bringing drugs to America, killing your kids? They want evil in this country. They want drugs to keep the systematic. Never mind. They said we have overwhelming evidence that the president of Venezuela was in cahoots with the drug dealers, pouring drugs into America. That is not something that you do, is you break into another country, bomb the man's home, and you take the president and his wife of Venezuela and then put them on a helicopter and bring them back to Brooklyn. This is crazy. But guess who's rejoicing? You want to know who's rejoicing? The Venezuelans. So that should tell you something. Why is it every time, all the people talk about this man, but every time he does something, the people rejoice. And so you're making decisions based on emotions of what you think. You're not making decisions based on how God uses men. When you see how God is using this man, he fits so easily into scripture when God gets ready to judge evil. And the men that he always uses to judge evil are always crazy.
Let me know what's your thoughts in the comment section with what you just now heard or what you just now saw. Viewers and subscribers, I'm gonna leave it up to you. This is where we're gonna jump out. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. Like I said, if you watch the video so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The links are in the description. Okay? Once again, Fire Feeling Clips TV is your boy Fire Feelings. Until next time, stay blessed, stay safe. We out. See you guys.